I'm truly honored to represent today's graduates. I wasn't quite sure what to talk about today, which if you ask any of my classmates, they would tell you that this would be the first time that I had nothing to talk about. Because I always have something to contribute to our class discussion. So I prepared for your viewing pleasure a 70-slide presentation that explains in detail the essence and many layers of who and what the smoke brand really is. All this made possible by the global marketer extraordinaire himself, Mr. Jermaine Higgins. Actually, I'm really just kidding. One 70-slide presentation for a 5-person team was challenging enough, let alone for one individual. For me personally, I must first give thanks and praise. I am so very blessed. Although I'm not worthy, I believe there is a divine hand that guides me on this path that I'm meant to travel. Secondly, being a sailor, an officer in the United States Navy is the best job. My current position allowed me the time necessary to dedicate to this MBA program. And believe me, there was a lot of time dedicated. Fortunately, I only lost sleep over one class, which means my husband only lost sleep over one class. Again, made possible by the global marketer extraordinaire himself. I used the tuition assistance benefit the Navy provides to pay for all but 2 classes. So out-of-pocket expenses for my master's degree only totaled $3,600. For those of us who weathered the storm, applying quantitative reasoning and statistics analysis, the ratio of my costs to the program was approximately 1 to 4. In terms of percentage, it was 27.6%, a median of $235 per class, and a standard deviation of $258.93, rounded from there. But most importantly, the degrees of freedom in this sample population is the total number of graduates today that can finally relax, at least for a minute or two. Now, this was an extremely oversimplified example of applying QRB and quant concepts. Coupled with economics and accounting, I'd like to take this opportunity to publicly recognize Mr. Tom Loughlin for availing himself and assisting so many of us through the most challenging courses in the program. Thank you. If it wasn't for the Navy, I wouldn't have the opportunities to visit, let alone live in other countries, meet so many people with such diverse beliefs and personal experiences, especially a subculture like the military, and have the ability to collaborate with people different from myself, as easily as it was to collaborate with my classmates throughout the program. Together we achieved this day. To all my classmates, I sincerely thank you. I appreciate the time and dedication you provided to our learning team reflections, projects, and presentations. I can only hope that I provided you with as much support in this endeavor. To the faculty and staff of Phoenix, thank you for the shared dedication to furthering our education and achieving our goals. You sacrificed personal time in the evenings and on weekends that would otherwise be spent with your family and friends. The sharing of your personal experiences in the varied commercial sectors and industries provided insight into understanding the course topics during class. Mr. Jeff Gordon, you started me on a journey with management and brought me full circle with strategic planning and implementation. You set the bar high with requirements of no passive voice and a writing level befitting a master's student. The level of excellence you established will carry forward to my next duty station at the Army's Command General Staff College to work on a master's in military science. I am very well prepared. Thank you, Jeff. In order of my class sequence, Mr. Jeff Gordon, Mr. Tim Crable, Mr. Tom Lalka, Ms. Patricia Johnson, Mr. Eric Harsha, Dr. Tim Williams, Mr. Jermaine Higgins, and of course, Ms. Sayuri Anderson. To each of you, you are no longer my instructor, facilitator, or recruiter. I consider you a friend. I would be honored if you allowed me the opportunity to buy you a cold beverage of choice following the reception. I'll be ready for a drink after this. So please join me to celebrate our success together. Finally, and most importantly, we need to thank our families and their love and support. Although they couldn't be here with me today, I must thank my mother, Dorothy, and my Aunt Jocelyn for setting such great examples of what it takes to be a strong, independent woman in this world. how education is so crucial to achieving such status. This 13 will be a year to remember in the smokehouse, because all of us will have a tassel marked with this year. I'm the first to receive mine. Our younger son, Corey, is graduating from Kinnick High School in less than 2 weeks. And Big Smoke will complete his Master's of Science in Higher Learning from Walden University in October. Sorry, Phoenix, you can only have one. Without the continuous love and support of my husband and children, I would not achieve all that I have personally or professionally. They understand and accept how driven I am to succeed in a career that includes long hours, duty, separation, deployments, missed ball games, birthdays, and holidays. All because I am passionate about my job in support of our nation and its allies. Thankfully, Big Smoke tells me we'll ride this train until the wheels fall off. So, honey, I punched the master's ticket that hopefully keeps us moving down tracks to achieve the next rank. If that's not meant to be, then at least I'm better prepared to transition from the military to an MBA. To Patrick, my husband of 21 years, our sons Travis and Corey, although I'm extremely proud of my career and educational achievements, nothing, absolutely nothing, compares to the enormous pride and happiness that I feel when I help you achieve your own goals and successes. I love you. Okay.
Calm down.
So, my classmates were right. I always find something to say. Thank you for attending this year's commencement ceremony and honoring me with the opportunity to conduct my last individual presentation for University of Phoenix. Classmates, congratulations again. Be proud of your personal achievement and continue challenging your minds to experience greater possibilities. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Don. I would like to say that you mentioned her position in the United States Navy, and that's wonderful. But she did drop the fact that she's going to the United States Army Command and General Staff. Good. And I'm glad to see that that's happening. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to